Hello and welcome everybody to the Monday Rookie Series, everybody's favorite here at Trackalicious. I am Mike Nause in the booth tonight, and I hope everyone is having a great evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you are in this fine world. I hope you're doing well. And if not, I hope we're here to spice up your evening a little bit, at least evening for me, with a little bit of racing here at Circuit of the Americas, COTA. A very, very fun track, an absolutely incredible track. I don't have the facts up currently, which is very professional of me. But yes, welcome everybody in chat. I see we got Noobs R Us official in chat. David Collins, a fellow Noobs R Us member. And QV Channel, welcome. Tropical the Dragon, good morning to you as well. Hope to get the day started off right with a little bit of racing here tonight, as we're currently looking at the Alpine, a car that we've seen quite dominant lately. We're just currently in the free practice session. Take a look how much time we have left. 0 seconds left, so we are actually at the end of it once everybody finishes their lap. We've seen a couple Maseratis out there, so it's going to be an interesting one. GT4s tonight. We got 32 drivers on the track as it stands. We might see a couple more before qualifying ends. We'll see. Holy smokes, Dan Locke dropping in a prime sub, 10 months. Absolute legend. Thank you very much for your continuous support here at Trackalicious. You're absolutely awesome. I have no idea what you just said either. Had some sus track limits. Yes, this is a track that yeah, you're gonna be struggling for track limits. I think there's 22 corners if I'm not mistaken, but honestly I don't know. Don't quote me on that, as we are getting close here to the end of the qualifying session. Pulling up the race facts, not Koto race facts. Guess I probably should have had these up. There is 20 corners. I was close. 20 corners. A lot of them are very, very tight on track limits. This track is absolutely brutal. I was driving it myself. I managed to set one valid lap the entire time of driving. So that was very fun. And we have Lizzie and David joining chat. Welcome, welcome. Hola, hola. How was your guys' evening? We're racing here in Texas tonight, the home of none other than David and Lizzie, I'm pretty sure. Everything is bigger in Texas down here. We're in Austin tonight. It's a hot one out there on track, I'm pretty sure. We're looking at about 29-degree track temp, so it's going to be quite a scorcher. The tires are going to be feeling it by the end of this qualifying session, and especially throughout the race. Oh, okay. I see. So that it's not the Target livery. It's the retro BASF M1 Pro Car throwback, obviously. How did I miss that? How could I possibly miss that? Neo, welcome in chat. Welcome. Lizzie, doing well with a headache, but you can manage. Well, I hope to not add on to that headache. We'll see, though. But yes, I hope everyone is having an evening. Lizzie, I hope you take a little bit of medicine that gets done and dealt with. Headaches are never fun. As we are currently just on the outlap of the session here. The Pro Cars are going to be out first. Yes, Pro Cars do go out first. Then we will have the red plate drivers going out after that. The rookies out second. That is to set an example for the rookies, not... Okay, that sounds harsh. It's to allow the rookies to watch the drivers and basically learn from them, more or less. Learn from their pace and sort of maybe see a line that maybe they didn't see in their free practice sessions. I know a lot of these drivers have been practicing this track a lot, mainly because you have to. Doc Milwee in chat, welcome. We have an AM out. Uh-oh. Get the police car out on track. We need the Dodge Charger out there. Who did it? Someone didn't get the memo. Car 787 didn't read the driver's briefing. That's all right. Everybody makes mistakes. Let's not hold it against him. Nearly went out yourself? Yeah, see, exactly. It's a little bit different from, you know, if you drive Assetto Corsa normally, you don't have your qualifying split into sessions. So it's a bit different. But why don't we pop into the session here and take a look at the onboard of Kevin Rivera, who we're currently looking at. Kevin Rivera coming through the S's now. These are extremely tricky in the GT4, as you can see. Dancing with the wheel. It's like milking a cow through this sector and balancing the throttle at the same time. Trying to get that rear end to kick out just enough, not too much though, as you will very easily pirouette here. The Alpine though looking really, really strong. Oh, bit of oversteer on the exit of that corner. Now coming through the blind left-hander, heading down the hill. This is where track limits is very easy to get it. You're going to be looking to attack that curb on the inside, but don't touch that sausage curb because you will go flying. You can use that rumble strip just a bit, but like I said, not too much. Now we're going to be flat out for a good bit here as we're approaching the arena sector. So-called arena sector, their stadium sector, however you want to call it. Looking for the braking zone at one of those little white markers off to the side. It's heavy, heavy braking into this left-hander. We're once again trying to avoid that track limits. Takes it very conservative. A banker lap is very important here. Kevin Rivera there very nicely through, except a bit of oversteer, cutting that corner a bit tight. Could have maybe carried a bit more speed. Now the blind left-hander again. That's a repeated statement here on this track. It is a counterclockwise circuit. And now the triple apex, so tricky to get right, just feathering, dancing on that throttle, trying to get it to rotate properly, getting ready to come into the heavy-ish braking of the penultimate corner where you're gonna wash wide, and Kevin Rivera is gonna end up invalidating his first lap. It looked so good up until the very end, and that's where it all can go wrong. So we will see some time starting to come in relatively soon here. Who is going to be the first one on the board? That's the question. As we, like I said, invalidations are going to be rampant. Paula Brady, I think, managed to pull an invalidation on her lap. Aaron Miller keeps it valid, starts it off strong, 218, immediately beaten out by Corey Hampshire by 100th of a second. Incredible. And then look at how close these margins are. Aaron Miller, Corey Hampshire split by 100th, 800th splitting Miles Sewell and CJ Engine. Absolutely incredible. These valid laps so far are extremely tight. Jeremy Cubbage jumping in there at about 2.8 seconds off the pace. And what's up, Eric? Unfortunately, Trangies, this is Mike Nause in the booth. Eric the Boss Kakas, he is elsewhere. Let's see, I don't see... Well, I haven't looked yet, to be completely honest. We do see Eric the Boss Kakas's wife, though, out on track tonight, so that will be very interesting to see indeed. And there is the boss himself in the chat. Yeah, in more track limits than Olton Park, absolutely. Casey Schutte here taking that pole position in the AMG by once again such a tight margin, 100th of a second. You can tell these pro drivers have been putting in the laps here in these GT4s. The AMG looking quite strong, though. The Alpine stronger, 0.003 of a second. Just to give reference, folks, the human eye blinks in 0.2 of a second. So when you put that into concept, once again, 0.2 for a blink of an eye. These guys are separated by 0.003 of a second. Absolutely incredible margins there. How many drive-thrus are we going to see tonight? Yeah, probably a couple. In 20 minutes, I would imagine we're going to rack up a few drive-thrus. Very, very easy to push track limits here. Let's follow along with Casey Schutte here for the rest of his lap. Currently 0.4 up on the previous. just got bumped down to 4th position there. Now 5th position, Dan Brace taking that pole position in the Alpine. Look at those Alpine domination with a Maserati splitting the difference between them. AMG there of CJ Engine getting involved as well. Can Casey Schutte play with the big runners as well? Triple Apex corner here, looking for that acceleration point where you don't want to understeer off the track. Now heavy braking into the 3rd corner, but it's still very high speed, trying not to wash wide as we saw on that first lap. And now coming into the final corner, another corner, very easy to invalidate, very passive through there. Coming to the checkered, or rather almost a checkered, they will have one more lap. 10-minute mark will be the checkered flag. It's going to be 2nd position for Casey Schutte. Did I remember to unmute everything? I did. Just paranoid. ACC included mechanicals. I bet no one would race the Maserati. Yeah, I'm not sure the British cars are, well, I don't know, the Aston Martin is fairly reliable, I suppose. Maybe. I don't know too much about it. But the Maserati, not necessarily known for its reliability tag. And did I say British? I meant to say Italian. Maserati's Italian. What am I talking about? Right? Yeah, obviously it's Maserati. Obviously it's Italian. What am I talking about? Look, I caught myself. No one needed to correct me. It's fine. Why did I think it was British? I honestly couldn't tell you. I have literally no idea why I thought it was British. I'll claim it for the British Empire. Yeah, there we go. Miles Sewell, I think he's an American. Yeah, he is American, so he's claimed it for the title of America today. We'll see what he can end up doing with it. Can he put it on that pole position? This is going to be his last attempt. Actually, I think he will get one more in. Like I say, the 10-minute mark is going to represent the virtual checkered flag for the pro drivers here. Then we will see the AMs out on track. And never mind, that will be the end of the qualifying as he returns back to the pits inside the not target car, but the BASF tribute car. Dan Brace in the Ironman Alpine holding that position strong. 2:16.2. Holy smokes. What is this man putting in his Wheaties? This guy's got some pace. And yes, it is rookie time. We're going to see the rookies out on track now. We'll follow up with the pro drivers, or finish up with the pro drivers for right now. Dan Brace invalidates his lap. That will be the end of his qualifying. The numbers are dwindling. George Elmer in the Alpine here. The Simnuts Racing Alpine. Bit of a different livery than I'm used to. Used to have that bright green and black livery. Looks like he has got a new color scheme here for Coda today. And Sharpenberry, welcome, redeeming the hydrates that we all need. And Laylee, I know I've been told how to say that. I apologize, I've forgotten. I know that's not correct, I think. It might be. Paula Brady, 5/10 up on her lap. Okay, there we go. We're in the triple apex corner. The cameraman was being a bit, what's the word? Difficult. Let's hydrate up, though. Get a little sip of Monster involved. Or 3, because it was 3 hydrates. But nonetheless, we are now 3 hydrated. Paula Brady heading towards the line, 5/10 up. Comes across the line, 9th position. 3 thousandths once again off of Aaron Miller. These margins are so extremely tight, and this is a rookie league. I mean, I know these are the quote-unquote pro drivers, but nonetheless, very, very tight margins. Let's see, who is the first rookie out on track that gets the honors of the onboard lap? Guys messing up in the truck? What are the guys messing up on the truck with? Sage. Fill me in. Don't just say that. You gotta tell me what are the guys messing up in the truck. Everything's good on the guys in the truck end. And yes, let's get on board with the Andrew Casey though. Andrew Casey heading into T1. Uphill left-hander. You can brake so late, but it's so easy to brake too late and go barreling into that corner at high speeds. Oh, the camera crew. Okay. The camera crew's not in the truck. That's fine. Don't worry. Those guys, we don't got control over those. So oh my goodness. Let me just tell you that is not the optimal line through the S's. Massive moment of oversteer. That Porsche with a very loose rear end. And it shows. But yeah, the camera crew, they're the guys in the field. If they mess up, it's not our fault. It's all good. Gaming with Peeps, support for Scott Sullivan. Anytime you say guys in the truck, it just makes me think something's wrong on my end. We also have none other than Lizzie Alisea out there on track. We'll tune in with that later, though. A true rookie as well as Miss the Boskakos. I think I need to get a contractually obliged lap in for that one. Like I say, though, we'll get to that. As we are still following Andrew Casey now into the very fast left-hander down the back straight. Oh, a little deep, just avoids that curb. That curb will break your spine if you touch it. Now the slow, lumbering, double apex, very awkward through there into a very heavy braking left-hander that is once again just very awkward. Sector 2 here, tight, tricky, very fun to drive though. Now into the triple apex. A little bit wide on entry, manages to correct it a bit down into third gear. A little bit of washing of the tires. Better avoid that in the race or your tires will not be lasting that long. Oh, getting very close to the sausage curbing, but just a kiss. And actually, Andrew Casey, I missed it, but did invalidate that lap at some point in time. Let's pop on board with Miss the Boskakos here for a minute as she is coming down the back straight. Driving the AMG. Looking for her braking zone. Lifts off a little bit early, bit cautious into there, just trying to get a banker lap in. Very respectable. Nice and easy through the corner. Very good line. Once again, line looking on point a bit, a little bit deep in there, but just needs to carry a bit more speed. Needs to go down to first gear. That's all right. Getting ready. It's okay. Like I said, this is a rookie series. Third gear, though, through here. That's correct. And now heading into the penultimate corner. We are still valid, looking to set a lap onto the board. I think that is going to be a battle that a lot of people have. As you can see, there's a few rookies, or a few white plates in there that didn't set a lap, but Miss the Boskakos is deep. She manages to slam on the brakes while turning and get the car stopped in time and set a time up into 24th position. I still think that will be enough to gain a good bit here. Lizzie Alisea out there as well in the Noobs R Us Junior Janetta, coming through the S's now, carrying a good amount of speed. Maybe, I was about to say, needs to look for a third gear, but she is reading my mind. That Porsche is twitchy like me after a quad espresso. Yes, indeed. Lizzie looking very planted through the S's, nice and clean. A little deep into that corner, late on the turn in, but 0.8 up on the previous lap, looking to gain a bit more. Heavy braking now into the left-hander. A little early on the brakes, corrects it with some throttle. And now it's going to be flat out. We're going to probably hear a little bit of rev limiter off the Janetta potentially on this back straight. Let's see. The Ginetta, not necessarily known to be the fastest car in the game. In fact, it might actually be the slowest in a straight line in terms of the GT4s. I think it is. Nice. Very nice, though. Into that left-hander. That was extremely good. The Ginetta is okay here. Yeah, I bet it I bet it dominates in the S's. Oh, a bit of a drift there, Lizzie. Good correction, though. Lizzie through the triple apex now. Heading into the penultimate corner, looking to improve her time. Naughty, naughty. Yes. Also, Mike Patrick in chat, welcome. Lizzie crossed the line to improve her time by a good 1.5 seconds. Good improvement there. Take a look at some of the other rookies. Current pole position for the rookies, let's take a look, is going to be Albert Tranghe. Tranghe. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Albert. I know you're just in chat. That's the worst part, too. He's going to go back and watch this and see that I mispronounced it. Long day? Yes. But Albert coming down the back straight now, looking for the braking zone, sitting on that pole position with an absolutely rapid time. Danny Baisden, wait, Dylan. I was like, wait a second, Danny Baisden, a red plate? Hold on, what? Dylan Basin, excuse me. Trango? Tran? Oh, Trangisi. Oh, easy. Why are the non-rookies also up with the... I don't know, to be honest. Why is Wilson Fernandez a red plate? That I don't know either. These are questions that I cannot answer. I can just point out what is fact. Scott Sullivan with a very nice time as well, managing to put in a 2:19.5. Looking quite confident. So we have some celebration in the pits. Trago's never raced GT4. Well, it seems like he has driven other cars potentially, which might help. I'm sure we'll get that doctored up. In fact, for the sake of it, I'm just gonna go, is he a rookie driver? Dom? That's the question. And missed the Boscacos here. Bit deep. Invalidates her lap. Casey Swanseeger. Bit slow for his normal times, I would say. He's looking to maybe get an improvement. The new Noobs R Us driver. Currently sitting down in 26th position. The 84 car in the AMG. This might not be his strongest track. Wilson Fernandez is 100% a Smurf. Yes. There's, yeah. Probably get a DT. Trangisi, you got this, brother. Did I say that right? I just had to say it with you here to make sure I got confirmation. Casey Swanseeger really struggling in that triple apex. He dropped 5/10 in that triple apex. What happened? Casey, yeah, just not managing to figure out his setup. Just not quite comfortable with the AMG here, as he's shown some extreme pace recently. And he did improve 0.8 at the end, but there was so much more in that lap, and you really could see it. But 25th for Casey Swanseeger, not the worst result nonetheless. Dominic Smedra in chat as well. Currently down in 21st. I didn't even see that you were in here. And Tropical giving some energy to Lizzie before there. Or before the race. You'd love to see it. Dominic Smedra, you don't want me to use your government-applied name? And yeah, this is going to be quite the race, I will say. This rookie series has shown such good racing in the past, and we can see just from the timings how close everything was. We have 35 drivers on the grid here tonight. Really nice to see. And as we find a camera angle that will suit our needs, there we go. It is indeed going to be Sexy Sax time. When I adjust, make sure I adjust the volume pre-doing it. That way it doesn't blow eardrums out. And we're going to get into meet our drivers here with none other than Dan Brace, starting on pole position, the number 46 driver in the Ironman Alpine. Lined up next to him is going to be Kevin Rivera. It's an Alpine front row lockout. The Puerto Rican driver up there, the 419 in second position. Then we have Tranghese in third position, followed up by Casey Schutte in fourth. Followed up behind Casey is going to be Dylan Basin, not Danny Baston. I'm going to mess up on that one a few times. In the speed car, team speed car, Alpine here. Miles Sewell, going to be sixth fastest in the Maserati. Wilson Fernandez, seventh fastest. I'm going to be honest, I'm not going to count those top three as rookies. Dylan Basin, I'm sorry if you are a rookie, because I think you might be, but I'm going to not, just for the sake of confusion, I think you guys might be white plates. So moving on, George Elmer in 8th position. Going to be the Alpine number 22, followed up by Corey Hampshire, the Noobs R Us 24 Alpine. It's an Alpine-dominated grid here. I think people really adopting that. The Alpine looking quite strong in 1.9. CJ Engine, 10th fastest, followed up by Aaron Miller in 11th. That monster Viper Racing Hooters car. Paula Brady, she's going to be lining up in 12th position next to John Hawley in the Sabristonos Chilean Lime Racing. I shouldn't have tried that. The Azure number 43 car of Scott Sullivan, followed up by Jacob Little. I know we have some support for him in the Rodden Racing number 15, or number 74 in P15. Milos Tansky, 16th fastest, followed up by Jason Goodman in 17th. We also, by the way, Scott Sullivan, Jacob Little, and Jason Goodman, top three rookies. Jeremy Cubbage, 18th fastest, followed up by Caleb Dimmock in 19th. Andrew Casey, 20th fastest, followed up by Dominic Smedra in 21st, who's going to be in the pits. Seth Lincoln, 22nd position, followed up by Benjamin Biddulph in 23rd. Professor Kenotis, 24th fastest, and Casey Swanseger in 25th. Adam King, 26th fastest, followed up by Eric Michaels in 27th. Lizzie Alisea, 28th fastest, followed up by Miss the Boscakas in 29th. Ryan Brown, 30th fastest. Jacob Church in the pits. Andy Oak in the pits. Daniel Vasos in the pits. Mike Patrick in the pits. And Ricardo Sapien in the pits. Nailed it. Oh, that's really cool. That's an awesome emote. WWE style? Dude, I don't got time for that. We got too many drivers on the grid for that, man. I wish. And I honestly don't know. Is Alpine the meta? Why is Alpine the meta? Would be my next question to that. Because I have not driven the Alpine, so I don't know. Pit start might actually be a blessing. We'll see. I think the drivers are going to be cautious into turn one. We all know it's going to be race one. We know it's race one, so we'll see. It'll be close, I would imagine. Did they actually fix? Hold on. Oh my goodness, ACC TV has actually fixed their buttons. I don't need to just randomly click to figure it out. I'm sure that will break soon. You're just chilling, Dan? Awesome. Yeah, you got a good race in the pits. Quite a few drivers starting in there, so there will be some battling. Both the BASF Tribute liveries, or known as Target liveries, are going to be starting in the pits. Naughty once again getting involved in some incidents. The reason these drivers are starting in the pits is because of penalties due to last week's race. Of course, last week's race being at Hungaroring. Dan Braceau leading the way. The Iron Man, the duly named, aptly what's the word I'm looking for? It's dubbed the Iron Man Alpine. He's yet to accept it. I'm waiting to see the day that name shows up in the actual box saying the team. That day will come, I'm sure, as this is his go-to livery for every single one of his cars that I've seen. Brands Hatch next. Let me take a look. I do have the page up. Yes, it is. Brands Hatch will be next week on June 19th. Once again here at 8:30. That's the start of qualifying, of course. Eastern Standard Time, or Eastern Time. I don't know what it is. I don't understand time zones. Dakota, 3.4 miles of brutal elevation changes. It's a track that was created in 2012. Of course, Formula One races here. Located in Austin, Texas. We're rounding the final corner now, getting ready to go green here. I'm Mike Nause in the booth. We have Dan Brace on pole position. It's going to be Kevin Rivera on the charge to be taking that right off the bat. We'll see, can he get it done, as we are going to drag it out a little bit longer. And we're green? Yeah, there we go. We're green. Heading into Big Red now. The Noobs R Us car not quite with the greatest start, but a massive lunge on the brakes. Is he going to get it done on the outside? The 46 car closing the gap. It's going to be really tricky to get that done. He was very far back. Very good attempt, though. We got Tranghese behind in third position. Dylan Basin in fifth behind Miles Sewell side by side here with Dylan. Who is that? That's Wilson Fernandez in the AMG. They're managing to go nip and tuck, though, as we come into the S's. That's where everything gets a bit more tricky. It's very hard to overtake through here unless someone goes off track. I'm not seeing any yellow flags. We also got the battle coming out of the pits now as well. Can't forget to mention that. That's going to be picking up relatively soon as they manage to collect each other. And David Collins saying, Brands Hatch best track. I love me some Brands Hatch. Absolutely love it. David Collins, of course, drives there, or has driven there in real life. Kevin Rivera, though, trying to get close and make the move, but we see Tranghese behind under some massive pressure from Casey Schutte. Casey Schutte trying to get this job done early to get onto the podium steps and maybe walk away a bit further. Dylan Basin as well on the attack. Coming into the back section now, looking to start Sector 3 off. It's heavy pressure onto Casey Schutte. He needs to keep a heavy eye on his rearview mirror. Behind in terms of the rookies, once again, I'm kind of counting Scott Sullivan currently in terms of the pole position on the rookies. Milos Tansky, a white plate behind, looking to get by. Jacob Little. He's out there in the Ronin Racing AMG battling along as well. Has Adam King behind for some pressure, the number 2 car. And David as well likes Brands Hatch. And RSJ, I'm going to assume that's some support there for Andy Oak. Go, Andy Oak. Let's go. Andy Oak currently looking quite good in terms of positions. Where did he go? Wait, hold on. Where's Andy Oak? Oh, he started in the pits. That's right. He's got to work his way up the field. He's got a long ways to go currently, battling with Lizzie Alicea as it stands. We'll see if Lizzie can hold on for dear life versus Andy Oak. We'll check back into that in a little bit as we have Miles Sewell with some pressure. I do also want to take a look at Aaron Miller battling with the teammate there. The 410 John Hawley driving that AMG as well. It's so tricky to make an overtake on this track unless someone washes wide like this. The 101 car, Seth Lincoln. Bit deep. Not sure what that was. Caleb Dimmock running away a little bit though. Professor Chronotis under pressure from the Audi of Biddulph behind. Chronotis needs to get on the attack here onto Andrew Casey. He's going to be under pressure himself as well. Caleb Dimmock catching up. Ryan Brown, Casey Swanseeger. Oh no, Casey is way deep into the corner. The McLaren on the charge now, up the inside on the straight. I think he's going to have the momentum as well, as he had a much better exit onto the straight, and you can see Tux in front of him, Ryan Brown. The 909 gets the job done. Oh shoot, I don't have my pit wall up, don't I? We'll get that rolling here. Sorry. Two secs, Ted. The guys in the truck did mess up on something. Who would have thought? There. Pit wall is now active. Ooh. Bit of a mistake there. I wasn't quite paying attention. Actually, we didn't quite catch it on stream either. But Ryan Brown here on the attack to Corey Hampshire. Corey Hampshire looking to make up some ground potentially, as he's a bit further down than I think he's used to. But Alpine looking in good condition though, so it wasn't contact that brought him down the field. He is down though 12 positions from P9. I'm not sure how he made that happen. And yeah, so if you want to give the pit wall a refresh, it should be working now. See, an attack there from Adam King onto Jeremy Cubbage. Jeremy Cubbage with no response. Great move there from the King. Number 2 getting it done. We have Miles Sewell as well on the charge. Paula Brady in the McLaren, holding ground in 9th position currently. Up 3 positions though from where she started. And wow, that was a little late on the brakes there for John Hawley. Aaron Miller wanting to get involved in the fun as well. Of course, Aaron Miller, our league manager. Massive shout out to him for taking that. Also, Casey Schutte just lost a position. I think that might have been due to a mistake. Tranghese walking away. Unless, no, I think maybe Casey Schutte went for a move. That may make more sense. Miles Sewell, though, with much more speed. That Maserati is a rocket in the straight line. Ooh, Wilson Fernandez in the AMG, though, closing in rapidly as well. He manages to get the car stopped in time to not collect the rear of the Maserati. Luckily, that Maserati does need to brake a little bit earlier than these other cars due to the fact it doesn't have auto braking systems or anything like that. No traction control, no ABS. Casey Schutte trying to make the move around the long way of the triple apex corner. That's going to be a big ask. So we can hop on board following Tranghese. This is going to be a good opportunity, but I don't know if I would make that move. He doesn't care though, Casey Schutte. With much, much bigger presence than I have. And Tranghese loses a lot of ground. Full onboard lap for Andrew Casey. You got it. We'll get to that here in a second as we have some massive battling into the first corner. Wilson Fernandez trying to make do here with Miles Sewell as he has been caught slipping, but Tranghese is the real loser here. Down 4 positions from where he started. Not quite where he was looking to be on this lap here. This 4th lap. Trying to look forward a little bit, but it's tricky. We'll get on board here with Andrew Casey, who is currently trying to find him. Ooh, Ryan Brown. What's happened to Ryan Brown's facing the wrong way on track. Uh-oh. Let's see what happened here. So we're coming into Big Red here. way too deep onto the sausage curbs. That McLaren pirouetting, he almost saves it, but he gets onto the throttle in the grass. Oh, that Aston Martin with some good avoidance skills manages to slip by just, well, only just. Definitely, though, going to need a new change of pants after that for both drivers. Andrew Casey about 2.6 seconds behind Jeremy Cubbage, 2.4. And on the chase, we'll pop on board on the next lap as we have Corey Hampshire making a move onto Cronotis. Inside line for Corey Hampshire in the Alpine, needs to go late onto the brakes. The AMG goes even later. In fact, it's too late. Or is it? He holds the line. Cronotis on the inside. The Professor. Oh, but he's way too deep into the triple apex. That's going to be... Yep, that's going to be it. Done there. Professor Cronotis needs to do his homework on defense there through that corner, no doubt. Lizzie checkup. She is currently sitting down in P34th. A little bit up the road from Miss Kakasian. Professor got schooled. Yes, indeed. And we will now hop on board with, when I find them, beating her rival? Yeah, she is currently ahead of the boss's wife. Where the heck is Andrew Casey? Why do I struggle to find his name? There he is. Andrew Casey coming through the S section now. Currently sitting in P17th. This Porsche very tricky to negotiate through here, through third gear basically the entire way up until we hit this corner coming up, this left-hander. Never mind, he's better than me. Wait. No, I was gonna say, yeah, okay, wrong left-hander. This left-hander is what I was talking about. We go down to third gear, or second gear for, to go back up to third. There's a lot of corners here on Coda. Heavy braking, a little bit too late, but he does manage to keep it stopped in time. We'll say Andrew Casey demonstrating his skill here as we get a great view of the battle up the road between Jeremy Cubbage and Adam King. I think Casey is hoping that that battle doesn't end anytime soon. I personally am as well. As we might see Andrew Casey get tied up and involved in this battle. Adam King, excuse me, slowing Andrew Casey up a little bit. That Camaro looking a bit wide through there. It's going to be a struggle to keep the tires going at this point in the race for some drivers. It's so easy to scrub speed in this track. So far, though, Andrew Casey doing a great job of maintaining his tires. Bit of a moment there. That's not going to help too much. Not going to hurt too much either. And now falling back a little bit, struggling to keep up. But I will say King right now is doing wonders in terms of defense. Oh, but he's getting a little slidey with the rear end. That's going to give, I think, Cubbage the opportunity into the first corner. We see the Noobs R Us cars, 3 cars in a row. But I think Jeremy Cubbage is looking to maybe make that just 2 cars in a row. We'll see, as he is going to make the move because the 2 car is way too deep. He doesn't get it done. Interesting. Oh, that number 2 car is absolutely sliding. Adam King. Oh, man, he is struggling for grip. So is the 33. Jeremy Cubbage needs to keep it together. He yields off track. He might have yielded too much as Andrew Casey is trying to get involved now, but it looks like he backed off of his teammate there. We're 2/3 through and no drive-throughs? You're absolutely correct. I'm seeing a couple invalid laps, though. Jeremy Cubbage and Adam King both on an invalid lap. Potential track cuts could have been picked up for those. That is wild. You're right. Oh, man, as we now have 3 Noobs R Us cars looking to scrap it out. Great camera angle there as we see them blow by us on the straight. We see a move potentially here from Corey Hampshire. Will there be any team orders? That's the question. I think Andrew Casey not fighting that, but it's going to be tricky as Corey Hampshire's deep. Does give him the inside line, though, for the next corner. And he forces Andrew Casey a little bit wide there. I don't think Andrew Casey was necessarily expecting him to come back online. But now Jeremy Cubbage, the leader of this train, actually needs to get the pace up a little bit. Jacob Little, 6 seconds up the road. It's going to be tricky to catch up. Corey Hampshire, though, trying to make the move on to his team principal. It's the man who pays him the big bucks. But for now, he yields. Patient as ever, Corey Hampshire. Wait, hold on. Did I say patient and Corey Hampshire in the same sentence? My mistake. But he is showing some restraint here. Very good onto the brakes into T1. Let's take a look here as this battle, I think, is kind of getting a bit stale. We have Seth Lincoln and Daniel Versosa going side by side here into, where are we? Well, we're way too deep into Big Red. That's where we are. Mike Patrick manages to slip by as well. Seth Lincoln caught sleeping. Class and Gas livery there. It looks awfully classy, but it's not looking too good in terms of positions. But he wants to improve that. You can see it in his body language. Wow. That's a bright Camaro. Jacob Church. The very, very colorful livery. He is going to be trying to make a move on to Michaels here. I think Eric Michaels new to this league. This is his first race. If I was reading the Discord correctly, he managed to have some sleep troubles in terms of attending the last race. We'll leave it at that. Maybe the lack of sleep troubles, I should say. And wow, that Audi! Holy smokes! That was Biddulph. Forgetting the middle pedal exists momentarily. And almost clattering into the side there, Mike Patrick and Seth Lincoln, but luckily, both of those drivers seeing him coming in the rearview mirror and getting out of the way, and Biddulph as well, just keeping the car in a straight line as he should. He lost the pedal. You know, it happens to the best of us. He's on controller. Oh, well. You know. Fair enough. I got no rebuttal to that one. Let's take a look at the overall positions here. We have, in terms of the lead of this race, Dan Brace. Currently in the 46 Alpine. About 2 seconds ahead of Kevin Rivera, Dan Bazin. No, Dylan Basin. That's a tricky one. In third position. And once again, in terms of the rookies, we're discounting the top 3 here. Once again, sorry, I do genuinely apologize if you are a rookie. It would pretty much only be Basin. I think Basin's the only one that I would think would be, because I know for a fact the other 2 aren't. But anyways, Scott Sullivan, great race from him so far, leading it. And behind that is going to be Jacob Little. in terms of podium slots. And we do see one of our first drive-through penalties. It's going to be Casey Swanseeger. So we are seeing them start now. We'll see if anyone picks one up before the next 1 minute and 53 seconds of this race. Adam King in third position, holding on very, very tightly.
Right, man. Neither is on the final lap. Give it all you can.
Dan Brace starting his final lap. Mike Patrick on the attack here. Seth Lincoln trying to defend on the outside. He carries the speed through the corner, keeps it valid. That's the most important thing. Just do not want to pick up a drive-through penalty. We see Seth Lincoln still holding it out on the outside, trying to take the long way around, but it isn't going to happen. He needs to be careful. Jason Goodman now trying to make up some positions as well. Oh, he's getting really close there. That Porsche, very nimble through the curves. The two AMGs are biting at each other currently like two wild animals. And there's another drive-through and another drive-through penalty picked up. Ryan Brown picks one up, as well as Milo Stansky. Oh, I was going to say as well as someone else. No, it was just a change in position. The drive-throughs are accumulating, and we're on the last part here of this stretch. Don't go anywhere, folks, though, because there is another race after this. There will be another qualifying, followed up by another race. Plenty more action to go. As we are going 3 wide down the start-finish straight. What is this on the final lap? And both drivers way too deep into the corner. They keep it on track. Eric Michaels, and I think that is Andy Oak? No, Jacob Church. Andy Oak slotting in behind. Daniel Versosa on the charge. We do see, though, let's take a moment, take a look up at the top for right now at the non-rookies, as we do have Dan Brace coming around the final few corners right now. Dan Brace rounds the final corner to take the checkered flag of race 1 here tonight at Circuit of the Americas, the Ironman Alpine, with a dominant result. Kevin Rivera comes second, followed up by Dylan Basin. Once again, Dylan Basin, sorry, brother, not counting you as a rookie in this one. I do genuinely apologize if you are. Miles Sewell going to be 4th position, followed up by Casey Schutte. Unless something else, we're going to the checkered flag side by side, but that was a very close finish. We do see, though, Miles Sewell taking it at the end. Wilson Fernandez comes home in 6th. You are a rookie? Are you a rookie at driving in general? Like, you don't have much, like, seriously. Like 8 months ago. Okay, but how much racing did you do before? How much racing did you do? That's the, like, are you a rookie driver? Because you did very, very well. Let's just put it that way. Side by side to the checkered flag. My goodness, Daniel Versosa and Professor Cronotis. Daniel Versosa eking that one out. Kind of want to go back and watch that again. Oh my goodness, this is a scrap and a half to the end. Cronotis had the advantage, but Versosa somehow managed to take that. That had to be such a close finish. That was a photo finish right there. Is it? Okay, did you do esports racing? Like I say, like, are you a rookie, though? No, nonetheless, amazing result. I mean, you got the podium regardless, so that is quite the feat. On the NASCAR side, not on road. Well, hey, fair enough. Who's still out on track? Oh, the 79. There we go. Lizzie Alicea, last but not least, the Puerto Rican driver coming home, 34th position. Beats her rival this time around. Will the tides change? That is the question. And Trangisi, your rears fell off? Yeah, I think we kind of saw that. Your pace just kind of slipped there at the end. And why don't we pop back to the booth momentarily. Welcome back to the booth, everybody. Mike Nause here. Great race. That was incredible. And we're already into qualifying, so I don't even need to stay here for that long. But we are, yeah, we're looking at some really close results here in terms of, I mean, photo finishes at the very end. That was absolutely incredible. Daniel Versosa and Professor Cronotis. I want to see a picture of that. That was within, like, paper distance at that point. Now, how many sheets of paper, I'm not sure, but that was close. Leveling up the tie game? Yes, I did learn the knot that you mentioned, Sage. Yes, I did take what you said into account. So anyone who says I don't listen to people, they're only slightly right. As we are going to see the the white plate drivers head out on track. Double Windsor, you know it. Is it a basic knot? Yes. But I can tie the knot without a YouTube video now. We're leveling up, everybody. That's the life. You know it. Hits. A man of class. Miles Sewell, we do see, is going to be the first one out in qualifying in the Maserati. This is going to be a fun onboard lap, no doubt. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to hear the sound of the Maserati. Honestly, don't blame me if I just shut up for a little bit. Because that car sounds incredible. In my opinion, maybe the best sounding car in the game. Jake Wells in chat as well. Welcome. Jake Wells is a streamer and commentator as of recently. Professional commentator, of course. But, yes, why don't we pop over into the actual session? Well, not yet. We can go a couple more laps, or a couple more corners. But yes, it's going to be a battle here between Miles Sewell and a few other drivers. I think Dylan Basin, he's looking quite strong. So let's hop over into and get a nice onboard lap. You felt out of place commentating? You did great though, Jake, to be honest. Listen to the sound of that Maserati roar as we head up to T1. Down into second gear. Blind apex into the first corner. It's all about feel. Accelerating now through the S's. This is where you're going to see the lack of traction control really get tricky. Down through fourth gear, and yeah, that car constantly wanting to step out from underneath him. This is nothing but skill keeping that car on the road. Absolutely incredible to see. As you can see him using the throttle to slide the rear end to gain time through the corners. Oh my, okay, maybe not that corner. Using the throttle maybe to lose some time through the corner, but that is the nature of the Maserati. Bit of oversteer on exit as well. Heading now, it's going to be flat out down the straight for a while. Miles Sewell, like I say, first one out there. Kept it valid so far. This is going to be one of those corners that you need to keep it valid on. Slamming through the gears. You can see on the MFD or the dash multifunction display, the tires. You can see which tires are being worked and when, how much load is going through them, and you can see they're constantly being overloaded just slightly. That means that Miles Sewell is on the limit, but only just, or rather just over it. So he is pushing. And wow, so like a Sunday cruise through the triple apex there from Miles Sewell. He made that look easy. Takes quite a bit of curb through the penultimate corner, heading now towards the final one. Down into third, down into second, in fact. To get that grip, it's going to be, yeah, you need to get that car rotated in the Maserati, or else you'll do that. You get it too rotated, comes across the line with a 2:17.7. I think we'll see some times improving on that by the end. I think we were seeing 2:16s by the end of last qualifying. And we're going side by side down the start-finish straight in qualifying here, going into T1. Guys, okay. Thank you, Jake. I don't know how you talk while streaming, or rather how you talk while driving, so. Or read chat while driving. Everybody's got their, you know, their talents. Oh, wow, you literally... Yep. Yep. That's, good minds think alike, I suppose. That's pretty funny. Who do I talk to while streaming? Well, currently who I'm talking to is you, Tropical Dragon. Excuse me. Tropical the Dragon. Oh, how? Man, English is crazy though, isn't it? The fact that one letter switched around has such different meanings. I only say that because, you know, we have like our Puerto Rican drivers in chat that, you know, maybe struggle with English, sentence fluidity would be maybe the word. I don't know how to properly describe it. I'm not trying to be rude either. But yeah, that's just like, that's crazy. I don't know. The English language is so, it's definitely a tough one. And okay, RSJ is Romaldo Jr. from the Porsche Cup. The Brazilian driver. Welcome, welcome. Dan Bray sitting on that pole position very comfortably. 1 second separating him and Kevin Rivera, and Kevin Rivera is no slouch. We saw him challenge last race into the first corner. It wasn't quite enough, and Dan Brace managed to walk away with it. He's looking to do that again here. And yes, Lizzie is racing tonight. She's currently in the pits, waiting for that 10-minute mark when we will see the rookie drivers come out onto track. The 10-minute mark being the virtual checkered flag for the pro drivers, as this qualifying session is split into two. It's a 20-minute qualifying, 10 minutes for the pro drivers, and 10 minutes for the rookies. Of course, if you are on a lap when the checkered flag falls, you are allowed to complete that lap, but you are no longer allowed to start a lap after the allotted time. And Kevin Rivera not looking like this is going to be the lap to challenge. And I don't think he's going to be able to get another one in either. He might just. It's going to be so close, to be honest. Let's see. No, he will not. He has no chance. Okay. Kevin Rivera has about half of a lap, 1 sector left to go to gain an entire second on Dan Brace here. Dan Brace is not improving either. That is the one benefit for Kevin Rivera right now, but he has the weight of his shoulders. No, the weight of the world on his shoulders is what I meant to say. That was ridiculous. Anyways, Kevin Rivera, I don't think he's going to do it. I think he's going to stay where he is. Take a look now. Miles Sewell, he is coming to the line, stays where he is as well, even on the Delta. So we approach that 10-minute mark. Kevin Rivera, I think, will be the first one to cross the checkered flag, actually. And Corey in chat, welcome. Corey, what happened last race? I saw you drop 12 positions very early on. I didn't quite catch it, though. Kevin Rivera crossed the line after the checkered flag. No improvements. Game's bugged? Ah, I see how it is. Blame the game. I'm kidding. Yeah. And Thomas, why wait for a new season? As you're wanting to join this league, if you do want to join this league, we're only on race 2 currently of a 6-race season. Hold on, let me double check that for you. My bad, it's an 8-race season. We have 6 races to go. And you can join in the middle of it, even if we are full, which let me take a look. Looks like we are not full in terms of our rookie and or our pro, so we have room to join. If you are interested, you can join mid-season, join whatever you want. This is PC. If you are looking for Xbox leagues, though, our friends over at Box 3 Motorsports, I'll type !Box 3 in chat, they do run some Xbox leagues. In fact, they're probably the most popular over on the Xbox leagues. They have some big things going on over there if you are interested. What did Stream Elements just say? What? I'm so confused. Okay, whatever. I'll have to look into that. But yes, if you are interested in that. But yeah, our rookie league is on PC, is joinable at any time, and is available on SimGrid. If you want any more information, make sure you join our Discord. You can find information in the Monday Rookie Pinned channel. And that's the end there for the non-rookies. We now see the rookies out on track. I think Ryan Brown is the first one out, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Why don't we hop on board here, the number 909 McLaren heading up into T1. You can hear the extremely old 1980s mouse clicker that upshifts and downshifts. Otherwise known as a... anyways. Into T1. Bit of a correction on the wheel into T1. Heading now through into the S's. This is where it gets really tricky. The McLaren, though, is probably going to be pretty decent in here. Has a bit of downforce. It's very fast, though. Got very good straight line speed. Eric Michaels, number 15 on board. We'll get that after this one. You got it. Bit of a hesitation through there and a bit deep as a result. Coming out through the S's, scrubbed off a little bit of time, looking nice and tidy nonetheless, holding third gear through that corner in through second. See, now that's what I do, and that looks wrong when I watch it. So, that's going to be an invalid lap as well from Ryan Brown, as we saw right there. Let's pick up with Eric Michaels as he is starting his lap, heading up into T1 right now. Oh, needed to go down to second gear there. Nonetheless, did get it stopped in time. Really good braking point. Through fourth gear, nice and steady. Rolling the car through the S's now. Whoa, a little bit too fast into the entry. These corners are all about compromising the first apex to get the next one. It's basically a series of missed corners is how you properly do it. I know it sounds counterintuitive, but that's just the way that these corners work. The twisty, windy snake element of it is so tricky to negotiate through. And Eric Michaels now coming to the braking zone a little bit late. Needs to get it stopped in time and does. Very nice. Actually, that corner was very good. Legit hate those S's. I understand why. Let's just say that. I love them. They're really a challenge. They are just everything in a... It's the most intense corner complex, I think, in the game, probably. Looking for the braking zone a bit early. Still lined up the corner very nicely there. And yes, Bigley loving this track. I'm assuming you meant no way, comma, this track is fun, rather than no way this track is fun. But yes, I love Dakota. You know what, hits? To each their own. Eric Michaels now heading in through Sector 3. This is a very tricky sector. So easy to invalidate through the penultimate corner. Keeps it nice and tidy through there. Got some cars in the way, though. Needs to just keep on the line. Not worry about it. That car will not be getting in the way. It was actually very well timed from, I think that's Ricardo Sapien or whoever that is in front. Let's take a look. Oh, it broke. Okay. Well, it was nice while it worked properly. That's Andy Oak in front. Yeah, missing the comma. Okay. I figured as much. Yeah, Dylan Basin, an esports NASCAR driver, just going to go out on a limb, kind of showing he's not a rookie in ACC. He may be a rookie in ACC. But he is doing an incredible job and is currently P2 in terms of the pro drivers. So that's pretty good. That's pretty good. Jacob Little is about, let's see, 220 versus a 260. He's 3 seconds off the pace for Jacob Little in terms of the rookie. Yeah. Nothing against Jacob Little. Once again, Jacob Little on pace here for his pace. Esports and rookie tend to not go together, yes. I do understand that it is circle driving, but, you know, a lot of these rookies don't necessarily know how to drive the car perfectly. That makes sense. And like I said, I'm not trying to be rude. It's just matter of fact. Rookie to ACC, but not to driving. Yeah, exactly. A couple hydrates as well. Padberg and Speedy Highflyer getting involved in there. Yeah, Jake Wells a rookie to GT4s. Yep. I mean, you are technically a rookie to GT4s, but you're not a rookie. Thomas, you have, I know you're kidding, but you're absolutely right. And it's a fatal flaw of mine. It's, yeah, I'm not, sometimes I'm a little too matter of fact. But I do, you know, I try to sugarcoat it the most I can. Trangisi, the other rookie, and Wilson Fernandez. Like I say, these guys, both of them not rookies. They are confirmed not rookies. And Jacob Little sitting on pole currently. Bay, who are you? Basin Racing? Livery doesn't show. We'll have to work on that for next week. Make sure we get that uploaded properly and in the proper locations. That's always the biggest issue. It's always one little file that's out of place, too. It's just how it goes. Dylan Basin? Sure. I mean, we've already got a lap with you, didn't we? Wait, no we didn't. No we didn't. What am I talking about? We didn't get a lap with you. We'll get a lap with you, no problem. Let's take a look. This will prove if he's a true rookie or not. Also, quit typing and driving. You're gonna keep invalidating. It's Dylan Basin in the team speed car. Bit of a correction through the final corner. Heading now up into T1. How does he do that? I don't know. Looking for the braking zone. Just at the white line. Heading now up into the crest. Nice rotation on the wheel coming out of the corner. Nice and tidy. This Alpine heading through now into the S's. Sliding the car through. It's a bit of an advanced maneuver. Down in through third gear now. Wow, attacking these corners. Holy smokes. Oh, there's a bit, maybe a bit too much attack. But holy smokes, there's a car in the way. Well, that was pretty good up until that point. Yellow flag, yellow flag. Yeah. I mean, we tried. Who stops and I don't know. You can't park there, mate. Yeah. It happens. It happens. It's yeah. It sucks, but it is what it is. Are you playing on a controller, by the way? I'm just curious. Or is your sensitivity just very high? Basin rookie mistake, obviously. Yeah. There, yeah. Yep. There's the justification. We've got it. DD2? Okay. You have a lot of inputs on your steering wheel, I've noticed. I don't know. Maybe it's just the nature of this track. Why don't we catch a contractually obliged onboard here for Miss Kakassian? Oh! Okay, she was still valid. Come on. Well, there's the screen time. We shall move on to the next session. That is an end to qualifying. Yeah, I understand. I understand. But yes, let's get in here. Let's meet our drivers for the night. 34 of them on the field, so we got to get into this pretty quickly. No WWE, definitely, as we do not got time for that. But coming in first position. Okay, I spoiled it. Let's get okay, we're ready. Coming in first position is going to be none other than the Iron Man Alpine of Dan Brace. Dylan Basin lining up next to him on the front row. It's an Alpine front row lockout once more. Number 8 car taking that in the team speed car. Got Kevin Rivera taking the second row. Going to be trying to make that attack into the first corner once again, but from a bit further behind. Casey Schutte, 4th position in the 444. Seems like a curse and a blessing for Casey in terms of that position. Miles Sewell, the 503 in P5. That Maserati with a very strong results. CJ Engine in 6th. Paula Brady, 7th fastest. Number 48 car in the lead paw racing. Followed up by George Elmer in the Alpine. P8. Albert Trangisi in the Audi. The TDR8 GT4 in P9. Aaron Miller lined up in P10, followed up by Wilson Fernandez in P11. We have Ricardo Sapien, 12th fastest in the 263 QV Motorsport by BASF. John Hawley is going to be 13th fastest in the 410 car. Scott Sullivan taking honorary pole position for the rookies. Number 43 car, followed up by Casey Swanseeger and Andrew Casey in 16th. Danny Versosa, 17th fastest, followed up by Professor Chronotis in 18th position. The number 42 car. Andy Oak, 19th fastest, 4th position in terms of the rookies. We're just going to go on overall from here on out. P20 belongs to Jacob Little, the number 74 AMG, followed up by Milos Tansky in P21. Caleb Dimmock, 22nd fastest, followed up by Dominic Smedra, aka Your Boy Blue, in P23, representing Noobs R Us. Jacob Church in the one bigly, gonna be in P24 there. Got a bit of ground to make up. Jeremy Cubbage is gonna be in P25. Number 33 car, Seth Lincoln in P26. Got Adam King. Why do I keep thinking Andrew? Adam King in P27, followed up by Benjamin Bidoff in P28. Jason Goodman, 29 fastest, followed up by Mike Patrick in P29, in P30. Eric Michaels, P31, followed by Lizzie Alisea in P32. 33rd position belongs to Miss Gakassian, and Ryan Brown brings up the rear in the 570S GT4. Absolutely nailed that timing. And Corey, you want an onboard with Blue? You got it. Just remind me, please, because I might forget. The car is now getting underway. Actually, I should say, we're well underway in terms of pole position. It's just what happens when you have that many drivers. Got to catch up with chat because I can't read chat during the thing. There we go. What are you talking about, Sage? And Blue Wolf, love to see you in it. And thank you as well, Jake. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. It's tricky to get through those. There's a lot of drivers. A lot of new names as well. You love to see, honestly, a lot of new names. Absolutely awesome to see. And like I say, if you guys want to be a new name in this league, make sure you guys sign up on our SimGrid. Type it in chat real quick. Oh, no, I spelled it wrong. SimGrid. There we go. Sound it out. You are interested in joining our rookie league that's available over there on SimGrid, where you can find the links to also all of our other leagues coming up. But the rookie league in particular, like I say, even if it is full, make sure you sign up as a reserve driver, because you can still get into the race as long as the field isn't full, which the field being full would require 55 drivers, which we've never had. Well, on certain tracks. It's different tracks. You're probably going to make it in, basically. So make sure you guys get signed up for that, as this is probably one of the most fun leagues we have at Trackalicious. Definitely one of the most intense racing, which you would really not think, but it just is kind of how it works out. Quite the long outlap here, though, at Circuit of the Americas. Like I say, 3.4 miles. Twisty, windy. Of course, this track raced at by Formula One, MotoGP, GT cars, obviously, and many other forms of motorsport, with some awesome events hosted here every single year. I think SRO just put on an event in real life at COTA. That was just a month ago. That was quite the event. The race, I think it was 2 hours at COTA? I don't remember exactly. It was a while ago. The drivers now, though, going to be lining up 2x2, Noah's Ark formation, getting all in line. Dan Brace leading us away. Rounding the final corner now. I'll remember to drag this on a little bit because it's a bit longer than I thought. But like I say, Dan Brace Gonna be racing Dylan Basin this time around. Of course, I'm Mike Nause in the booth. We're getting ready to go green here at Circuit of the Americas for the second time around. This is race 2 in the Monday Rookie League here at Trackalicious. And it's going to be a race into T1. Dylan Basin on the clean line, and we're green, and it's a basically dead even start with Kevin Rivera as well on the charge for Dylan Basin. Dylan Basin needs to watch out. He goes late on the brakes, tries to send it around the outside, sticks with it. Is he going to manage to get it done? It looks like he is, but there's massive incidents. Oh no! Oh no! What has happened? I can't even catch up. Everyone's falling down the grid so much. What has happened into T1? As we follow along Paula Brady gets rear-ended, which causes her to spin and just causes a traffic jam. Basically, oh no, and there's even more contact. The 7 car goes spinning around. The Noobs R Us car somehow avoided the contact there. No idea how. Yeah, hate to see it though. Yeah, hate to see it indeed. And Daniel Versosa, he has found the barrier. Oh no. Not quite as clean of a race start as last time around. Mike Patrick makes contact with Miss Kakasian. Oh no, Miss Kakasian's into the barrier. Oh, this is carnage and chaos on the first lap here at Circuit of the Americas. What is going on? There's going to be play. Oh my goodness, Scott Sullivan is involved as well with Jacob Church. Oh, everybody, come on, get your head on your shoulders, guys. As we come into, let's see what happened here. Oh, the 76 car that tagged Scott Sullivan. Oh, and Jacob, oh my goodness, there's just bumping and banging. Everybody getting nice and comfortable with each other. Dylan Basin, while all of this has been happening, has managed to take the lead of this race. Also, thank you, Mobanton, for the follow. Much appreciated. Thank you for being here, everybody, tonight watching this Monday Rookie League. And appreciate all the support, subscriptions earlier on, all the follows. Thank you, guys. So we see some side-by-side action between CJ Engine and Miles Sewell here as well. Bit further down, though, in terms of, I shouldn't have switched off. That was the worst time to switch off. And we see the Alpine trying to get into the fight as well. George Elmer looking to make his nose well known. Everybody goes nip and tuck through T1 though. We take a look at the rookies here. Let's take a look. Okay, well, Scott Sullivan was leading the rookie race. Preliminary. What's the word I was looking for? Anyways. Trangisi is now leading it, I suppose. But I guess the real preliminary lead goes to Casey Swanseeger. Trangisi is down. Actually started in 9th. And sticking with it for right now. Blue Wolf, it all depends on your racing experience in general, not racing with Trackalicious. No. You are free to sign up for any league in Trackalicious. We offer non-rookie leagues as well, such as, well, we had a pro league that was going on. That will be back up soon enough, I'm sure. And yes, don't sandbag, as Sage says. Don't be like, well, I'm a rookie at GT4s, but I'm like, you know, win every race in GT3s, so I'm a rookie. No, it doesn't work like that. It's rookie drivers. Wilson Fernandez, he's a bit further down than he would like to be, I would imagine, battling here with Casey Swanseeger. Casey Swanseeger goes a bit wide, which forces Fernandez wide. Fernandez still on the charge down the inside. He sticks it to him, gets the job done. Very confident overtake with Casey. Gonna maybe have an opportunity to look back, doesn't quite. Blue, I'll let you use your best judgment here. So let me just tell you the times that we're seeing on Coda, and I'll let you judge that. Current race leader, running 2:16.1 is the fastest lap from Dylan Basin. As the drivers are now coming around, we're seeing 2:18s from CJ Engine. maybe a bit slower, maybe got caught up in a battle. In terms of the rookies, we're starting to see 221. We're probably going to see in about the 219s, I would say, to the rookies. In the GT4s, of course. And now he isn't at, as I'm, okay, well, all right, let me know when you're back if you can hear me. As of course, they're back from the ad. There is, of course, a way to avoid ads if you do use your subscription. Of course, anyone that has Amazon Prime, you get one Twitch Prime subscription every month if you use that anywhere. You will no longer get ads from the channel that you use that on. But yes, ooh, John Hawley getting awfully close to the rear end there of Casey Swanseeker. Steps out a little bit. Like I say, I'll let you use your best judgment on that, but the times we're seeing from the first position, we're seeing 216, 215s, and then we're seeing probably 219s from the rookies, 220s, up to 226s, basically. So in terms of GT4s, that's a good benchmarker to set it on in terms of pace. Like I say, I'll let you use your best judgment. Of course, you can always move to non-rookie if you sign up for rookie and you find that, okay, well, I'm not a... Like, for example, Dylan Basin, I would imagine, is not going to be a rookie relatively soon, as he's battling with Dan Brace currently for the race lead, actually. But also, we have John Hawley going 3 wide with Ricardo Sapien momentarily. Wow. I think John Hawley backed out of that extremely quickly. But yeah, just, like I say, use your best judgment. You know you're driving better than anyone else. So. Whoa, Jeremy Cubbage going a bit deep in Biddulph, thinking that's a good idea and following suit. And as a result, Paula Brady says thank you very much for that free position. Benjamin Biddulph needs to make up a little bit more ground now, actually, and Professor Cronotis manages to get by with that wounded AMG. And like I say, if you do sandbag, I mean, it is what it is. Oh, well. I wouldn't even call it sandbagging. It's only sandbagging if you know you're sandbagging. If you don't know, then it's just ignorance. And it's like, oh, well, if you're ignorant, who cares? But yeah, run some laps, see where you end up. That's a good idea. I am firmly in the rookie categories. That's why I use 226 as an example. I could not get to grips with this track. I don't know. I've never really driven it. I used to drive like 2 years ago in leagues, but I'm washed up now, so we don't talk about those days anymore. But if you convince yourself you're not sandbagging, then it's not sandbagging. You know what, Kurt? We don't need this right now. Kevin Rivera, though, actually getting by Dylan Basin. What has happened? Is Dylan Basin losing pace in terms of tires? Let's see how this overtake happened. Of course, this was Kevin Rivera in the Noobs R Us car. Massive lunge down the inside on the number 8. Very clean. Gets the job done. Lick the stamp and send it. And he's going to move on and look up the road now to Dan Brace. 1.4 seconds ahead. Oh my goodness. Tranghese seeing a bit of a window to maybe send it on both drivers there, but thinking better of it, as that would potentially result in massive disaster. Aaron Miller in the thick of it as well. A bit further back, we have Jason Goodman in the number 4 Porsche. Going on the attack to Mike Patrick. Mike Patrick, of course, Assbox on Twitch. And that's a bit deep there for Jason Goodman, or excuse me, for Mike Patrick, which is going to give the potential opportunity to Goodman. He doesn't see it, though, just yet. Definitely smells blood in the water. 10 minutes, 47 seconds left in this race. Plenty of time to get the overtake done. Scott Sullivan, though, not wasting any time here on Jacob Church, but, well, or he is, as he runs a bit deep. None of these cars here in particularly showroom condition wouldn't quite pass in a wind tunnel, I would say. But they're still chugging along. 26th and 27th respectively for the two drivers. Of course, Scott Sullivan He is going to be a little unhappy with his result, down 13 positions from where he started. Paula Brady as well with a massive drop in positions. I just noticed that. I think she got by Jeremy Cubbage recently, but is now down in 12th position. Or down to, excuse me, in 19th position, down 12 positions. And there's a Noobs R Us driver taking an alternate line there as well. Not sure who that was. Is that Andrew Casey? Yeah, just taking his Joker lap a bit early. Oh no, internet died when you were 19th. Oh no. How is Lizzie doing? Lizzie Alicea? She's in 29th position. Look at that. She's ahead of Yorma Boy Blue. She is beating Dominic Smedra. Let's not pay any mind to where he is currently. But nonetheless, she is ahead of Dominic Smedra. Lizzie Alicea. Chuck. Oh my. Whoa. 419 car and the 444. That was a very zoomed in camera angle of some side-by-side action. Oh man, Kevin Rivera. He wants the podium. You can see it. Of course, he was on the podium at one point. At one point, Casey Schutte took it from him, but he's looking to make this an Alpine 1, 2, 3. You have successfully joined the championship. Now I need to learn how to drive GT4 cars, I guess. Yep. Don't worry, GT4 cars, if you know how to drive GT3s, it should come relatively naturally. And if you don't, these are the cars to learn how to drive on, because they're all about mechanical grip. They're not necessarily, there's no downforce. Not much downforce. You're not worrying about the invisible mumbo-jumbo science that keeps you on the floor. You're just worried about pure driving skill and talent. That's what these drivers here are demonstrating right now. As you see them going side by side, this racecraft is absolutely superb. Bit further back, John Hawley in a bit of a battle with Casey Swanseeger. Casey Swanseeger still leading the rookies, allegedly. Once again, I don't know what the word is yet. I haven't figured it out. Presumably? No, that's not the right word either. I don't know. Huff in chat, welcome. Tend to overdrive the GT4s. You spent more time in a GT3. Yeah, that definitely, you know, it's very different, because the sense of speed, you definitely feel slower in a GT4, there's no doubt. Whoa! Except for Casey Swanseeger, who was wanting to go awfully quick into that corner, maybe a little too quick. Did get it stopped in time. But yeah, the speed difference is definitely there. Braking points are as well earlier. You know, it's more of a road car is what it is. Whoa, my goodness, these scraps are insane. We see it. Tranghese dropping a bit more ground. I think his tires are falling off the cliff at this point. The nominal rookies? I don't like that either. Effectively rookies? That sounds rude. Be ready for next week, and you love Brands Hatch? There we go. Awesome. Can't wait to see you there. Of course, I'll be there at Brands Hatch next week. Not on track, but of course in the booth at the same time, 8:30 Eastern Time. To catch this sweet, sweet action like we're seeing right now. Oh no! As we see Seth Lincoln go pirouetting as I say that, Jason Goodman, excuse me. Why am I messing up on the basic names today? Ends up spinning him round. Let's rewatch that one. Oh, just didn't quite pick the right line in the right time. Very easy mistake to make when following. But yeah, just unfortunate. Maybe didn't expect Jason to slow up as much as he did. That's really going to affect his race, though. Self-styled rookies. We're getting further away from the mark here, guys. Shout out to Jackie Strap? Who's Jackie Strap? Is that how you say it? I don't think that's how you say that. Is it Yaki? No, it's not that either. I don't know how to say that. Who is that? Oh. I got it. I'm not slow. Who pronounces that like jock?
It's jock.
Yeah. Thank you, Dom, for joining in and correcting
absolutely.
me. Get out of here. You're not invited.
Yeah, unfortunately, I had to. My ICU was about to absolutely blow up, so I had to DNF.
Well, currently Lizzie Alisea is beating you.
I know. Yeah, great job, great drive by Lizzie. We almost came together in Sector 3, and Tansky, enacting his revenge of all the times that I've absolutely murdered him, decided to get a little bit of a revenge tour on me, and gave me a nice little bonk. So that is absolutely fitting for the amount of times I've battled Tansky in the past. So
thanks. Anyways, Trangisi battling with Fernandez as it stands.
Can the guys share the screen?
Are you in? No, you're not in the booth for the next 3 minutes, Dom. Get out of here.
Oh, I didn't realize there was only 3 minutes left in the race. I sincerely apologize.
Get out of here.
I'm sorry, I'm ruining it.
As we had just a brief joining there from Dominic Smedra, of course, fellow commentator. He has no idea, as you can't look at the stream or your screen or anything, but holy cow, what is this cacophony of cars on track? This is insanity down to the closing minutes here. Aaron Miller, though, gets overtaken by Trangisi. We've seen them switch positions a few times. We got side-by-side action from CJ Engine as well as George Elmer here. George Elmer in a livery that I don't recognize, so it's hard for me to tell. Oh, way too deep into the corner, though. George Elmer manages to secure that position for now. It's going to be still just an absolute knife fight in a phone booth, though, up to the checkered flag, it seems. 2 minutes left to go, and I don't see this battle ending anytime soon. Oh, unless we see there Wilson Fernandez sending the 5-car around. That's how it can end. CJ Engine is sent around. Wilson Fernandez does yield as a result.
On the final lap now. Give it all you can.
And looking at the rookies, once again, still haven't found the word yet. We'll get there by the end of this race. The alleged? No, we've already tried that one. The certified rookie. Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. The certified rookies. It's a bit of a stretch, but it works. John Hawley, though, battling down here for P12 currently, or P11 rather, with Ricardo Sapien. Casey Swanseeger, though, in the Noobs R Us car, catching up. John Hawley, though, on the chase. We do see Paula Brady side by side here with Adam King. The Camaro and the McLaren battling it through the corners here. This is not the spot to battle, and yet Paula Brady does secure that position. Aaron Miller as well here trying to get a move on to Tranghese. Like I say, these two absolutely scrapping it out throughout. It's been an incredible battle to see from our current league manager of the Rookie League, Aaron Miller, Viper GT3 on Twitch. Of course, he's currently representing that GT4 car and doing quite well. 8th position for him. In fact, let's make that a 7th position as Tranghese goes way too deep into the corner, and that's the final lap too. Oh, Tranghese is going to be kicking himself. But nonetheless, it's been a dominant performance here for Dan Brace. The Ironman Alpine, first position in qualifying in the first race, first position in the second race, first position in qualifying in the second race, and first position in the second race. It's been a shutout for Dan Brace. Dylan Basin, second position for him, and Kevin Rivera comes home in third this time around. Casey Schutte for fourth. Miles Sewell battling it for 5th position currently. It looks like he will come out ahead. He finishes where he started. In fact, the top 5 all finish where they started. We have George Elmer behind. Aaron Miller coming across the line for 7th. Tranghese, excuse me, for 8th. CJ Engine 9th. Wilson Fernandez 10th. Ricardo Sapien 11th. John Hawley in 12th. Casey Swanseger, our certified rookie winner. Followed up by Jacob Little, as well as Adam King. If anyone, Eric, are you in chat? Can you get in here? Can I move you? No? I will allow the non-alleged or the non-certified rookies in if they want, but I do want the certified rookies in terms of driver interviews. So let me get that underway while we watch some donuts here. So I want at Casey Swanseger. No, not Casey Schutte. Oh my goodness. Maybe I should have had blue in here. And Jacob Little, who of course doesn't have his name set to Jacob Little in Discord. Oh wait, I saw it. It's very professional. It's very professional. We're getting there, guys. Just 2 secs, Ted. Where did he go? Anyways, we're working on it. Let's see. Who do we got now? We got Kevin Rivera. Where's the actual winners? We got Dan Brace, Kevin Rivera. Dan Brace typically doesn't join us, and Dylan Basin. Dylan Basin, if you want to join the green room, feel free to pop in there for a post-race interview. But yes, we're also going to be looking for our certified rookie winners in Jacob Little, Casey Swanseger, and Adam King. If you guys could make your way to the green room as well. I do see Dylan Basin. Let's move him. And then that's all I see for now. Okay. Casey Swanseger. Okay, we're working on it. We're getting there. Let's pop over to the booth. And let's get some people in here. We have we'll start off here with our, oh yes, we're getting everybody now. Lovely. Let's start off with Dylan Basin, new to the Trackalicious League, I'm pretty sure. And as you were saying, new to ACC, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, well, I mean, I did ACC like 8 months ago before I did one race here, and I wasn't that competitive, so I was like, all right, it'd be the same way, you know? I haven't had the game installed for a month straight. But
you were wrong.
Yeah, obviously I was very wrong. I practice.
Yeah,
I mean, people were thinking I was an esports driver. I'm just a normal like A-class NASCAR driver in Irish.
Oh, I'm just a normal A-class driver. Yeah, okay.
What else do you call an A-class driver? Just normal. I'm not in road to pro. I'm not in pro. I'm just chilling. Plus, it doesn't correlate to this. So I'm sorry that I was in the wrong class.
Oh, don't apologize. It's all good, man. Like I say, it happens. We can just toss you a little bit of fun here and there as a result. So
Oh, I'm already registering for a pro next week, so don't worry.
Awesome.
But
no, great result though. I mean, you know, you took the actual win pretty much, or almost. You were close. You're battling for it. You had the lead at one point, but in fact, why don't we use that as a little segue to move? Wait, we don't have the race leader. We don't have Dylan or Dan Brayson here. All right, never mind then. We won't move on to that. Let's move on to Kevin Rivera, who got third. The Noobs R Us driver. How's it going, Kevin?
Oh, repeat that again. News what?
The Noobs R Us driver.
Woo! Hell yeah.
Yes, exactly. The Noobs R Us. Massive shout out to them. I think we have Noobs R Us official in chat as well. So, but yeah, great drive, man. You did awesome. Managed to pull home P3, and he almost pulled home a win in the first race, but couldn't quite get there.
He wouldn't slow down for me. I told him before the race to slow down for me, and he wouldn't.
You know, I don't blame him.
You caught that spin I did on race 2?
I don't know. I don't think I did.
That was weird as hell. I don't know how the hell I spun by myself like that. Like the car just decided to go sideways through 3 turns.
Sounds like a bit of a skill issue, personally.
Hey, I wouldn't doubt that.
But
it was
yeah.
pretty fun 2 races that people hate, but I love this track. Might be the only one that does.
Well, great result nonetheless. And now let's move on to our certified rookie winner, Casey Swanseeger. Casey, you got a certified dub, kinda.
Yeah, I kind of feel like it's on accident because I sucked in practice all week, and I really sucked last race. So.
Well, it's not about your one lap pace that matters. It's about the pace throughout. And you managed to bring it home, so.
Yeah, I'm just in disbelief.
You sound absolutely thrilled.
No, that's just me. You know. Monica calls it my resting unimpressed face, or I don't know. She has to be my emotional interpreter a lot of the time.
Fair enough. But yeah, as well, Adam King. Did you get the P3 or the P2? You had the P3, right?
I think so.
Yeah, okay. I didn't, honestly, I don't know if I caught much of your drive. I caught quite a few of your battles, though. You seem to be caught up in quite a few little scraps there. The Camaro, is it treating you well?
Generally, yeah. I couldn't really get it to handle the way I wanted it to at this track, but also in race 1, I realized I was battling pro drivers, so I shout out to Cubbage. Sorry for holding you up. But, yeah, it was fun. Clean racing.
It's actually Habaj.
Ah. Cabbage. We'll go with it.
And then we also have none other than Jacob Little up here on the podium with a P2. Jacob, I know you got some supporters in chat, so I think you made a couple people happy tonight.
Oh, I want to shout out to my chat because those guys show up every week apparently.
Hey, you got some true friends out there, some true supporters. So
yeah,
I think it shows in you more than anything.
The racing on track, Adam. That was a great battle there at the end in that second race.
For sure.
Trying to find a way by you, and then I think
missed
you
a
shot
couple
it wide
breaking points.
Yeah, you shot it wide there, and then I was like, oh, finally, my opportunity. But that was some good hard
feeling a little
battling right
greasy
there.
at the end.
Yeah, it was. I had to turn my traction control up several times.
And I'm just trying to find some. Okay, you guys can continue chatting. I'm trying to find someone to raid currently. There's not too many Assetto Corsa streamers. We're working on it.
Kevin, sorry for slamming into you when you spun. You kind of just started sliding to the race at mine. I was like, ah, crap. That didn't
I
happen.
had no control over the car. It just decided it wanted to slide through all those turns.
It was weird looking from my view, but then when I hit you, and I lost like a second and a half, I was like, dang it. Because I was flying in the middle sector, and I got down to 1.8 from Dan, and I was like, woo!
Yeah, there's nothing I could have done to avoid anybody or to control the car.
Awesome. All right, guys. Sorry to interrupt that, but I did manage to find someone to raid. So thank you guys. Congratulations. We're just going to get a move on here. We got to kind of end it.
All right, Mike.
But yeah, thank you guys. Congratulations on all your podiums. Like I say, either certified or not certified. We'll figure that out. But great job. Dylan Basin, welcome to the league as well. Happy to have you here.
Thank you.
Remember to hydrate, Mike.
I have plenty hydrate. I'll give you a hydrate right now. Just
Well,
just
thank
for you.
All right, take care, everybody.
Awesome. Well, chat, it's just me and you again. I can see a couple people have already head out. Thank you guys for being here. Massive shout out to everyone that's been here for the whole race. Can't wait for next week. GT3 Hydro. Can't wait to see you out there. Always happy to stream, no problem. We are going to end up raiding. We're going to raid Remy71. Looks like he's doing some driving. Why don't we go take a look and let's see. I've never checked out Remy, so it's going to be a new one for myself. Thank you guys once again for all the support, all the follows. We're getting ever closer to our follower goal, to the kiss cam that Dom and I will have, like 200 and something followers away. Thank you guys. So, once again, by popular request, one bigly, no problem. Basically, yeah, have a great night, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next time.